Shake my hand. I just want to shake your hand. Just shake my hand. Okay, I get it. Just shake my hand. You're awesome. Cool. Keep it moving. OKC came in here to buzz kneecaps, and they've been busting them up. They've been, yeah. I don't understand. How do you lose your second best player in the team and you're still out there hooping? Here's the most frustrating part about OKC's success right now. No Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso's been missing some time. He hasn't played in these recent games where they beat the Knicks, they beat the Celtics, they're playing the Cavs soon. The hell, I'm doing this before they play the Cavs. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I'm doing it before they play the Cavs because honestly, it doesn't even really matter at this point. They can get blown out in that game. They've won 15 in a row. The last two have included against the Knicks and against the Celtics. Granted, both of them at home, but this is not about how OKC is playing right now. Because this is mostly about how they're going to play, who they're gonna be in the future, and how goddamn scary that is. A lot has been made about OKC playing these games with no Chet Holmgren, obviously out with the hip injury, bad fall, whatever. We'll see what he looks like when he comes back. Presumably he'll be fine in the long run. Presumably, we'll see. It's a tough injury. But not enough has been made about the other guy they're missing. This guy hasn't played all season long. He didn't play in the preseason. He didn't play in the summer league. He didn't play in training camp. I don't even know if he's on the bench with them. But OKC drafted this rookie named Nikola Topic. And I don't know if Topic is gonna end up being awesome or an all-star or even a starting caliber player. I don't know. But what I do know is that he was a lottery pick that a lot of teams coveted. Does that mean he's good? Maybe, possibly, who knows? But here's the thing. They had that lottery pick, but they also had a later first-round pick, one that they used to draft A.J. Mitchell. Now, A.J. Mitchell has played this year, and he's been great. He's been fantastic. He's been phenomenal. Hats off to him. Shout out. But as good as he's been, and as good as Aaron Wiggins has been, who just won them the Knicks game, and was really good in the Celtics game and continues to be good. Maybe he's on a hot streak. We know he's really good, but maybe he's on a hot streak, or maybe he's just developing and getting better. He is still really young as well. The Thunder are already going about 10 deep in their rotation, and they're missing 3 guys who will be a part of their rotation. Holmgren, Caruso, and Topic. And it's not to mention the first-round picks they're gonna have in this upcoming draft. Now I'm gonna look them up. Now I wanna know exactly who y'all got coming. 2025, you have Miami's. It's lottery protected. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't, who knows. Houston Clippers. OKC has the right to swap with Houston's first-round pick protected 1 through 10, or the Clippers 2025 first-round pick. So the Clippers is not protected, but Houston's is, and they have the right to swap with either of them? I don't understand. And they have their own. And they have Utah's 1 to 10 protected. They're not getting that. They have Philly's 1 through 6 protected. They are going to get Philly's. Even if it is a lottery pick, unless they win the lottery, it's not going to be between 1 through 6. So they have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 with the Miami pick. Let's say 3. Let's say at a comfortable 3 picks in the upcoming draft. They're already running a 10-man rotation with 3 guys out with injury, where all 10 guys are legitimately good players that should be playing. OKC has a consolidation trade coming. Sure, cool, awesome. This could end up being a serious problem or a minor one. Time will tell. Sometimes having too much talent is a legit issue in the league, because then guys who should be playing aren't playing because there's just not enough minutes to go around. Either way, the Thunder have a ridiculously young core, like locked up for the future. They're just gonna be moving around the ancillary pieces. I'm doing all of this to basically say the league needs to be ready and NBA fans need to be ready, because OKC is the newest addition to the NBA Dynasty conversation. Some people thought it would be the Celtics. You know, they got Brown, they got Tatum. Traded for White, traded for Porzingis. Seems like, oh wow, you know, they're gonna swap around the pieces on the exterior, on the ancillary side, and cool. They're gonna be great for a really long time, forever. Probably gonna be championship contending teams for the foreseeable future. And maybe they still will be, but their owner deciding to sell the team right after winning a championship doesn't bode well for their financial future. Everything's getting real tight with that new CBA. Owners and franchises and front offices are getting real worried about that money situation. And OKC is a small market team, so the money is going to come into factor once everybody gets paid, but as of right now, a lot of those guys are still on their rookie deals. But that's the scary part about OKC. We just went over the fact that they're not going to be able to pay all these guys, but is it really going to matter when in this upcoming draft, they're going to have at least 3 first-round picks coming in? They have Nikola Topic waiting in the wings. A.J. Mitchell is proving to be a legit rotation player in the league. He's already contributing to the #1 team in the Western Conference who just beat the Knicks and the Celtics in back-to-back games, and yet come around next season, he may not be a part of the rotation. Or maybe he will, but what does that mean for Isaiah Joe? What does that mean for Aaron Wiggins? And that's the beauty of this pick situation. There's a lot of people who believe that the OKC Thunder will at some point consolidate all their picks, make a giant major superstar trade. And maybe they will. That's the beauty of having these future down-the-line picks that are all pretty good. You have the option, should it come up, to just put them all together and say, hey, Giannis, come play with SGA and Chet and Hartenstein and J-Dub and all these guys. Or they could do it for Luka. Or they could do it for pretty much anyone because their pick stash is insane. It's not just 2025 where they're gonna have all these extra picks. It's gonna be for the remainder of the decade, all the way up to 2030 and beyond. They have their own pick in 2026. Okay, so they're gonna have two picks in 2026. 2027, they have two, Denver protected 1 through 5, that's probably gonna convey. They have the a Clippers pick swap possibility, that's 3 picks in 2027. 2028, they have 2, Dallas's unprotected 2028 pick. 2029, they have 2 picks in 2029. 2030, that's the first year they're only gonna have 1 pick in the first round. So for the remainder of the decade, for the remainder of the 2020s, all the way up until 2030, OKC will have more than 1 first-round pick in each of the drafts. And they already have the deepest, most stacked team in the league. They just won 15 games in a row, and they did it without their second-best player. I don't know if you guys are understanding how insane this is gonna be. This run is gonna be ridiculous for OKC. Because let me just knock on wood for this hypothetical right now. Hypothetically, let's just say maybe Chet Holmgren just gets an injury and is just never the same player ever again. It's okay. They filled that void with Hartenstein. Insane move. As a Knicks fan, it just absolutely breaks my heart, but it is what it is. They're gonna have the ability to move on from a situation like that given their stash of picks, number 1, and number 2, like maybe they just draft a guy who's not just as good as Chet, but can fill the hole in the void and just start Hartenstein, and then you have a guy, like I'm just hypothetically saying like, okay, let's just eliminate their second best player because he's been out for this run majority of the time anyway. That's an insane hypothetical. But even going by that, they're so stacked still. You have the legit MVP candidate. He's probably gonna win it this year in SGA. J-Dub, who's no slouch, who's going to be an all-star this year for the first time and for the foreseeable future is going to be a perennial all-star. He's right there, and he's damn good defensively. He does it on both sides of the court, and he's huge. He's out there guarding centers, switching, getting steals, getting in the passing lanes. God, is he annoying in the best way possible. They got shooters everywhere, and Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe. Caruso gets wide open looks. Lou Dort, I didn't even mention Lou Dort. I haven't even mentioned Lou Dort, who when he came into the league was already immediately just like one of the best, most physical perimeter defenders in the league. And he's only gotten better on defense, and he's become a legit threat on the offensive end shooting threes. The rich get richer. This is insane. I spent the first part of that ranting about how great OKC is, how dominant they're gonna continue to be, how special they are as a present team and as a future team. And I think we just have to get comfortable with OKC being the best team in the league for the next decade. They're about to go on one of the greatest runs in NBA history. The past 5 or 6 years, we've had pretty good parity throughout the NBA. The last 6 NBA championships have featured 6 different teams. That's not normal. I predict that OKC will end up being the first team to break that and end up winning either 2 in a row or 2 of the last 3 or 3 of the last 4. They're gonna win some chips, man. Because goddamn are they special. And honestly, I don't see a way of stopping their improvement. This is only Chet Holmgren's 2nd year playing, 3rd year total. Obviously, he missed his entire rookie year. Similarly for J-Dub, this is his 3rd year playing. And both those guys have already taken the All-Star leap. Chet is gonna be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. They made the move for Hartenstein. They traded Giddey for Caruso and didn't have to give up a 1st-round pick. Chicago, what the hell are you doing? And I think it's only a matter of time before the entirety of the NBA must bend the knee to the new, reigning, dominant dynasty of the NBA. When the Warriors dynasty was at the peak of their powers, people complained because they felt like the league was too predictable. We know the Warriors are gonna end up there. LeBron's probably gonna end up there to compete against them. And the Warriors will likely end up winning it in the end, especially after they added KD. The scary part is this team is younger, better all around, more versatile, deeper, and are set up better for the future. This is about to be a scary run we're gonna see. And maybe they don't win it this year. Hell, maybe they don't win it next year. But by the time we hit the 2030s, OKC will be seen as the unrivaled best team in the league league and in conversation for the best team we've ever seen. My goodness, y'all, buckle up. Because as someone who's not a Thunder fan, we're gonna have to go to war against, and it's gonna be a long, arduous battle. And honestly, I don't think there's another up-and-coming team that is going to even rival them right now. Not one that's evident. I don't think they're unbeatable. But that doesn't mean that they're not gonna be the favorite for the next decade. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. I promise OKC I won't bring up the egregious 2 seasons of tanking that you did, where you held everybody out for like every hangnail that they had. I promise I won't mention it right now, because it was disgusting and it was horrific. And it was exactly what got Sam Hinkie fired in Philadelphia. The only difference is that people actually like Sam Presti. So hey, you get to be media darlings because Sam Presti likes to play nice with the media. But I promise I won't bring it up. I won't bring it up. That's for a future video.